What's up guys, welcome back to another video. This week is huge for the NHL. You've got the jersey leaks, you've got the expansion draft, the NHL awards, NHL 18 cover release and trailer, and then of course you've got the NHL entry draft, and a lot of trades gonna happen. The landscape of the league looks like it's going to shift big time. But the big thing that happened last night was the jersey design reveal for the new line of Adidas jerseys for all 31 NHL teams. So as you can see from the title, what I'm going to be doing for this video is ranking all 31 NHL jerseys based on what I've seen so far from the release. Now, as you might have known, I'm a pretty big jersey buff. I've got a lot of the Reebok ones from different teams. Be sure to follow along and let me know what you think of the jerseys. Which one was your favorite jersey? Which one was your least favorite jersey? Let me know in the comments below. But in the meantime, we're going to start off with number 31, the most tragic jersey of this release by far. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to agree with me on this one, is the Nashville Predators jersey. It's just terrible. Last year was a step up from the years before. It added some yellow to it. They got the yellow helmets with the contrast with the dark blue, I think, and the silver. It was really nice. And you got to see a lot of it because they made it to the Cup Finals. But then this year they took away the navy from the top of the jersey, and now it's just a completely bland yellow jersey. The numbering's okay and the text on the back's okay, but honestly it's just going to be way too much yellow, especially if they run with those yellow helmets again. I'm not a fan of these jerseys at all, and that's why it's at number 31. Now in second last place we have the Calgary Flames. So I mean, it didn't seem like they made too many adjustments to their jersey. They got the big flaming C, the logo's alright, but it just seems like the jersey's kind of empty. I would have liked to seen a little bit maybe more lines or thicker lines on the arms. I kind of like that style. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, it seems like a pretty bland jersey, so nothing too exciting. That's why it's number 30 for me. The capital is along the same lines. I don't think I like this top piece here, and the waistband. I don't know if that was there before. I don't think I'm a fan of these thin detail lines on each of the jerseys. I like the white arms, but I feel like they should go with a different logo on their jersey. I feel like this Washington Capitals text jersey could use a revamp. So I don't know. I think that's why they're at number 29 for me. And the numbers in the back, it seems like most of the numbers on these jerseys are going very blocky. There doesn't seem to be too much different between the jersey numbers, although there are a few exceptions, but otherwise, I mean, Capitals one isn't that interesting to me, so that's why it's at 29. The Blue Jackets one, I don't think they touched at all. I don't know if that stripe on the arm is new, but otherwise it looks almost the exact same. I can't really tell any of the differences. I think the numbers are a bit different actually, so these ones, I kind of like those numbers. And yeah, but overall, again, they didn't really touch the jersey. There's nothing too exciting about it, to be honest. I like the color scheme. It's their best jersey that they've had in their franchise, but compared to all the other ones this year, falls pretty low near the bottom at 28. Now this Oilers one was an interesting one. It actually leaked, or a very similar version of this, not the exact version that was released officially, but a very similar version leaked on Twitter, and I did not have a good first impression of it at all. The orange was alright, but I didn't really like any of the lines going through. The dark blue, I don't think I'm a fan of that. I like the lighter blue that they were using this year, and I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the triple lines at the bottom either. It's an interesting step for the Oilers jersey. The numbers as well, they're pretty blocky, and it's a very dark blue, almost black. So I mean, I don't know if I'm a fan of it, but it'll definitely take some getting used to. As of now, for me, it sits at number 27. Coming in at number 26 is Vancouver. I mean, I'm not sure if they tweaked the green a little bit on their jerseys, maybe made it a little bit darker. I can't really tell because I'm colorblind, so that's what I see anyways. I liked the jersey at first, but after looking at it a bit more, I'm becoming less and less of a fan. Like, I've seen better fan concepts on Twitter for the Vancouver jerseys. I wish they'd done something with the collar, because it's just very, very blue up at the top and then green at the bottom. It's kind of random. But otherwise, they still kept the logo. The numbering is nice, but in the end, I mean, it didn't really stand out for me, so that's why it's near the bottom at 26. The Sabres jersey, I was really excited for this one because there are rumors that it was going to be royal blue. I think the design team might have thought that was a little bit too big of a risk. Would have been really cool though, so they went with the dark navy blue with yellow and gray accents. They kept both the two Sabre logo. What's interesting about the Buffalo logo, I don't think any other jerseys have it, is the number on the top right. So I think that's something that I like for the Buffalo jerseys. I think other teams should copy just because it adds a little bit more to the front of the jersey. I like the strings. I'm disappointed how few of these jerseys have those white string accents, so I like that. But I'm not sure I'm a fan of the triple piping at the bottom with the gold and the gray. I mean, I just wish they'd done royal blue, and that I'm kind of salty about that, so that's why it kind of falls pretty low at 25. Now the Jets logo, I do have a Reebok version of it, so we can pull it up here. I've got a Line A jersey, and just based on looking at it, it doesn't seem to be too different. The logo is the exact same. They've got even the stripes on the arms there, so those are the same. What's different is this collar here. It's not a triangle, it's kind of a different, like, almost a pentagon shape, but otherwise, I mean, it looks very, very similar, so I'm happy they didn't change it too much because I think it's a good Jets jersey. I'm pretty happy with the Jets jersey overall, but there are just much more other jerseys that took a bigger step forward in their design that I think, you know, merits Winnipeg falling low around 24. Now Tampa Bay, this one's almost a carbon copy of the Leafs, and it's kind of interesting how I have Tampa Bay and the Leafs at such different rankings. But I mean, the Tampa Bay one is kind of bland also. It's just very, very blue with a few white accents here. I've also got a Reebok Tampa jersey here. It's a Stamkos. So as you can see, they kept the Bolt logo. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the outline is a different material than the actual inside of the crest. Whereas this jersey, I think, it looks all to be cohesive. This is another jersey that took away the strings at the top of the collar. I'm a big fan of that. I loved having those when I was playing hockey myself. I think you guys will notice in my rankings that most of the jerseys that changed a decent amount got a higher ranking just because it's something fresh and new. With the exception of the Oilers, I think they took a step backwards. Same with the Preds. But otherwise, you know, the Lightning kind of follows bottom middle of the pack at 23. So the Rangers jersey is coming in at number 22. Pretty much no changes here. It's a very classic design, but I think I'm getting tired of this Rangers diagonal text down the middle. Maybe they should consider going back to having the crest on their jersey like they had in the 2000s and the 90s. I've always enjoyed the 3D look of the numbering on the jersey, but I mean, otherwise, again, no real changes. I do like the thick bands on the arm, but otherwise, Rangers, it's classic, but it's not one of my favorites this year, and that's why it comes in at 22. Red Wings is another very, very basic, very classic jersey. Again, I just think it's too basic. You'll notice the trend again, similar to Tampa. It's very, very red, just with a single stripe on each of the arms and at the waist. So it just seems empty to me, to be honest. I would have liked a little bit more, maybe the number like they do in the Buffalo jerseys. I do like how they kept the kind of curved text for the last name in the Red Wings, so I like how they kept that. The numbers don't look too different either, but I mean, it didn't do enough for me, and that's why it's at 21. I've always been a fan of the recent Flyers jerseys. I love the big white nameplate with the black text on it. Contrasts really nice to the rest of the jersey. I like the white arms going down. I think that might be a little bit different. And the big Flyers logo stands out. So, I mean, it's a unique jersey design. Again, there are other jerseys that I think I found a little bit more interesting, so that's why Philly comes in at number 20. Alright, so moving on to the Senators now. So this one is kind of bittersweet for me. I mean, I really like the thick white armbands and the black down the sleeve. It really makes it look slick and kind of intimidating. The black collar looks nice also. The one thing that I don't like about these jerseys is the text on the back is a lot different. The name and the number, especially. You can see from this Carlson jersey here, the text was kind of more playful. This one, it's very blocky. And then the numbering also is kind of sharp, like, you know, I think of it like a senator with a spear or something. It's kind of intimidating, whereas this is just generic block letters. So I wish they had stuck with this lettering here. It's kind of nice. That's why the Ottawa jersey kind of fell down to 19. Alright, the Blues one, again, had a good first impression, but over time I saw some of the other jerseys and they did more for me. I love the Blues logo and I love the couple stripes that they added. It doesn't seem too different from what they had done last year. I like the color outline on the numbers, but yeah, other than that, there's nothing too special about it, so it's coming in at 18. Bruins jersey's pretty classic. They made a couple subtle changes. I think one might be the gray near the collar or along the shoulders there, so I like that. And the bands might be a little bit bigger. I like the B wheel, they hadn't changed that, and they have the strings here, so I like that they, you know, kept with their tradition. They didn't change it up too much, but there are little tweaks that make it a lot better in my opinion. The text I think has also changed a little bit, but nothing too major. The yellow might be a bit bright on this numbering, but maybe it's just in the image on the video here. So, I mean, I'm a fan of the Bruins one, and it comes in at 17. Now, the Ducks one's interesting. I'm pretty sure the arms are completely new, and this is one of the only teams, or maybe the only team, with kind of a jagged diagonal chevron look to the arms, and I really like that. The Ducks logo, I mean, I think we all wish that they used the Mighty Ducks logo, or they went back to it, or have it on the shoulders. Maybe they do, but I wish they had it on the front. I think everybody misses those Mighty Ducks logos. And the numbering, it looks like they kept the same kind of theme with their logo, so I like that. It's not just generic blocks. So that's why they're coming in at 16. Alright, Panthers now. I really like the design of this jersey, but I'm not sold on their logo. I mean, it was a cool change from last year. It was like completely different than any other team's logos. But I mean, looking at it now, I mean, I kind of wish they had the jumping panther again. It was kind of cool. But I really like jerseys that have the thick plate or thick bar right down the middle of the jersey and on the sleeves as well. I like this gold trim here. I don't know if they had that last year with the navy blue collar. It was really nice. So I like how they incorporate everything in the color scheme. I like the patches on the sides as well. Although, are there no numbers on the sleeves? I guess not. I guess there's no numbers on the sleeves. It's just a number on the back. So yeah, Panthers are pretty high up there at number 50. Now Stars one, also I have a Reebok version of this jersey, and it doesn't look like they changed too much. This is my Jamie Benn jersey, and from what I can tell, again, they didn't make too many changes. Most of the team's collar has changed, but they kept the string here, which I like. The big Dallas Star logo. I love the green. It just pops so much. It's so different than all the other jerseys out there. They kept the white, black, white on the waist and on the arms. And it doesn't look like they changed too much with the numbers either. Maybe the text shrinked a little bit, made it a little bit more thin, but other than that, it looks good. San Jose's jersey's coming in at a lucky number 13. Yeah, I'm just overall a big fan of it. I mean, I like the white, black with a little bit of yellow in it for the stick there in their logo. The logo itself pops. I'm a really big fan of these triangle logos, like Team North America and San Jose as well. Pitt also, I think, can be considered as one. So I love those logos. And yeah, overall, the teal, it's like a nice teal. It's not like a kind of a bold and obnoxious teal. It's kind of like a darker green almost, but it's nice, and I like the big block letters and the numbers. It fits with the Sharks, so that's why I've got the Sharks up here at number 13. The Kings jersey, I don't think they touched too much. I can't really tell if it's gray, white, and gray, or it's just one big white band on the arms. I do like the line coming down though, from the shoulders, from the navel all the way down the arms. It's a nice touch. I'm curious to see what this jersey would have looked like with just the big crown on the front, and maybe LA on the crown somewhere instead of this LA and then the crown just kind of squished in. But the black, white, and gray is classic. That's what they're known for. And I like the numbering as well with the different little font there. The name is cool, and yeah, overall it's a nice jersey. So that's why it falls to number 12. At 11 is the Carolina Hurricanes jersey. Now, not a great team, but some pretty great jerseys this year. Pretty subtle changes, but they make up a lot. They added a lot of black to their jerseys, as you can see on the arms there, the black, and then they added it to the waistband as well. So overall, I think the black really helps this jersey stand out, incorporates the red, white, and black from their logo. I think this is a very solid improvement to their jerseys. I'm also not sure if their name and number had a black outline. The one is kind of weird, But overall, just the overall jersey design itself, I think it's a good framework going forward for them. A Blackhawks jersey, they didn't touch too much. It's very classic. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. You got the bars at the bottom and on the elbows. You got the big Indian man on the front. You got the collar, which is white and red. I kind of like that contrast to it. Adding some color to the collar looks nice, and I wish more teams had done it. Their name and number looks the exact same. The 7 looks kind of weird. I don't like how it's chopped off diagonally at the top. Otherwise than that, the Blackhawks, it's a classic jersey, so that's why I have it here, coming in at number 10. All right, getting into Pittsburgh. They pretty much kept it how it was last year. I really like this design. As you can see, the triangle logo with the skating penguin. It's nice. They've got the thick bars, the black, white, and gold. I like it a lot. I mean, I can't really complain about it too much. And yeah, the back looks good as well. Didn't change it too much. Kind of weird that the name has no outline, but the number does. But otherwise, nothing to say about the Penguins jersey. That's why it falls to number 9. Montreal Canadiens jersey, another classic jersey. The winningest team in sports has one of the best jerseys as well. So they've got the string there. They've got that big white and blue bar behind the Habitant logo. They colored up the collar a bit, which I like, with the blue. That's very nice. And the waistband as well. And the back, I mean, the bar continues and it just looks awesome. I think that jersey is better executed than the Florida one with the big bar. Nothing bad to say here about the Canadiens jersey. That's why I've got it at number 8. All right, New Jersey's another one that made a decent amount of changes. It's pretty simple how it is right now, but I like the changes that they made. So they've got the all black here at the top with the black collar. It looks nice, and then they've got the thick bands, white, black, white on the elbows with the thin black waistband at the bottom there. I think we all kind of wish that they had incorporated green into this jersey somehow, like the Christmas themed jerseys. Those are my favorite Devils jerseys of all time by far. This jersey has the black and white color scheme on both the number and the name for some reason, so I don't know why they differed between the teams. But yeah, Devils jersey got a decent upgrade, and that's why I have it at number 7. Islanders jersey is really sick now. These ones, we're getting into my top 6 favorite jerseys of this year. I really like the contrast of the blue, orange, and then the white. The Islanders jersey just sticking out in the middle there. Yeah, I really like the thickness of the bars and the white sleeves. I think I really like that. The name and number, I'm pretty sure they're the same. They've got the same color scheme, so that's good. Yeah, got nothing bad to say about the Islanders jersey. Hopefully the team plays as well as their jersey looks. And let's get into the top 5, shall we? Coming in at number 5 is the Toronto Maple Leafs jersey. Not too many changes from their initial jersey this year with the new logo, so it's still there. They've got the strings, they've got a couple of bands on the arms and one on the waist. So, I mean, it looks good. You got the navy blue, the blue and white, the color of Toronto. The numbers and the names look nice as well. It's really clean, really nice. And that's why it deserves number 5. All right, coming in at number 4 is the Arizona Coyotes jersey. I don't know if it changed too much from last year, but again, the white arms, there's something about the white arms that just get me. I really like the black shoulders, the red sleeves, and then the white wrists. Big Coyote logo right in the middle stands out. Or maybe even slapped on that Native American logo with the dog with the stick on it. That one might have looked cool as well. But otherwise, I got no complaints about this jersey. The numbering looks cool. I really like this jersey. And now we get into the top 3 jerseys of the reveal. Alright, so coming in at number 3 is Colorado. So I've always been a fan of their jerseys back from like the Peter Forsberg, Joe Sakic era, and now they've brought it back here. They've added a few subtle features that I really like. I can pull up the McKinnon jersey here. So as you can see, they had the black and white bands down kind of the armpit there, and then they didn't have anything at the bottom of the jersey. The big A logo was there, but otherwise, I mean, it looked kind of bland and it definitely needed a revamp. So I'm really psyched with what they did with this jersey. I really like the mountains coming up from the bottom of the waistband. It symbolizes the Rockies and Colorado. And then I like how they kept the bands to the outside and on the sleeve. The numbering looks very similar to what the Kings have. I kind of wish they kept the the old Colorado numbers with the jagged edges. I kind of like that a lot. But I do like how they kept the curve in the name on the jerseys. So, I mean, there's positives all around. I really like this jersey. I might have to pick up one myself, maybe trade in this McKinnon for a new McKinnon with the Adidas version. So, I mean, I'm really happy with what they came up with here. Let's move on to number 2. I had a hard time picking between the top 2. But what I've decided to go with is Minnesota. They almost completely changed their jersey. Before they had the red and then the like a circle in the middle with the logo, a smaller logo in the middle. Now they completely scrapped that. They kind of took the green from their alternates and then added a white stripe across the middle and blew up their logo right in the middle. So I like it a lot. And I mean, as you can tell from my other rankings, Montreal, Florida, all of them have the big band down the middle. I'm a really big fan of that, and I love what they did with this jersey. The name and number looks good. See, that's how the 7 should be on all the jerseys. I don't know why some jerseys cut off the 7 diagonally at the corner. Kind of pisses me off. So the Wild did it right, and that's why they're at number 2. And by now, I think you figured out who I have at number 1. It's the new team in the league, the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, it might just be the fact that we've never seen this jersey before, so something completely new, looks really awesome to people, and it worked on me. I mean, the color scheme is completely different from any other team that's been in this league. The gray, black, gold, and red looks really nice. I'm kind of confused as to where the red comes in, because it's not on their logo anywhere. I know it's on their secondary one with the compass. I think I might have done without it though on this jersey and just gone dark gray, black, and gold and kind of ran with that. But otherwise, this jersey looks amazing. I love their logo. I love the negative space V in the helmet there. Again, I wish it kind of had the strings, but otherwise, this jersey is top notch. Alright, I'm definitely gonna have to pick one up for the inaugural season. Obviously, I've been looking at the home jerseys, alright, so I haven't looked at any of the away jerseys, the white ones. I'm sure some of those are better for some of the lower teams, and maybe some of the white ones on the higher ranking teams that I put here are worse, but in the end, the Golden Knights take the cake for the number 1 rank of the new Adidas jerseys for the upcoming NHL season. So guys, once again, let me know if you agree with my decisions. Let me know what your favorite jersey is that they revealed this summer, and let me know if you're excited for the expansion draft, which is happening tonight. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.